9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me at the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all. Lift me up, yeah, moonshine, put me into overflow.
Superstar. Hey, everybody. Stop your bragging, Sheba. Stop your bragging. I know you're not the wiener, but you're still the wiener in my heart. Marlene Clausen's the wiener today on Thanksgiving of all days. What a day to be a wiener, huh? Hey, Apple of His Eye, Pam Foggle, Lady of the Wood, Valerie, Cool Gamer, Night Nurse. Hey, everybody. Don't get mad at me if I don't say your name, please. I'm dancing my pup right now. Like he's dancing. Aren't you, baby? So I didn't expect to be live today. Actually, I think it was really hilarious. What happened? The internet went out today for over 6 hours. It was some kind of outage. And thank God that happened because I was able to get some cleaning done that I have planned today. So the internet going out made me, do what I needed to do for tomorrow because my mom's going to be here tomorrow. And then for just a little bit. And then I'm going to be here by myself all weekend. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Hey, Juno, that's fine. That's what I do sometimes too. You're welcome, Sheba. So, how's it going, everybody? Did anybody have any fun Thanksgiving plans? My family has it on weird days because my parents are divorced, have been since I was in middle school. So we've always had our holidays, like a couple different holidays, and have to kind of improvise. And so, yeah, we have our holidays kind of on weird days because of, So my mom's having hers this weekend. Sorry, I'm picking up these cards. Let's see. What? Heck no. I'm keeping the pups. Pups stay here with me. To the person who messaged and wondered. I got text asking, nope, I'm not letting first of all, Athena, there's going to be several dogs there, 6 other dogs, my sister's dogs and everything, and my mom's. So, I told my mom I'd keep these 2 here. But if she could take either, she'd be able to probably take the little one, but I'm not going to let her because he stays with me, holding him like a baby 24/7, like right now. Oh, Golden Corral. Jim used to love Golden Corral. I haven't been to Golden Corral since Jim was alive. Like, well, actually, I haven't been to Golden Corral since I moved back to Indiana. Me and Jim used to go. He wanted to go there all the time. He loved buffets because he wanted to eat. He said he got to get his money's worth, and he could just eat. And I would eat like one plate. You know, I get full very fast, especially if it's junk food and like, you know, crappy food. And he would get not mad, but he'd be like, "That's all you're gonna eat." You know, of course, it's like $20 per person nowadays. But after I get done eating, I'd be like, just so bored sitting there and be like, "Can we just go?" Ah, gosh. I don't know. I'm no fun. Hey, Pearl Strand, Connie. Miss Justice and you were at PG's? Yeah, I heard it got crazy. How did that even happen? Did Cal come into PG's or something? Yep, I do live in Indiana, Connie. My son said today we haven't been in so long and wants to go for the breakfast buffet. I don't know if I've ever been for the breakfast buffet. I mean, Golden Corral's better buffet than... He used to like going to the Chinese buffets too. All the time. He used to pick up, you know, him and Caitlin would go, and I wouldn't ever go. Feel bad now, but that's just how I am, I guess. That especially Chinese food, it makes you feel so crappy. You know? Like if I'm gonna eat, the only time I'll eat Chinese is if I can go to sleep right after, soon after, because that's what it makes you. It's just, it's. Hey, section 2, number 1, Golden Corral garlic bread. Why doesn't she just mind her business? Yay! Thank you, like Erie, and thank you, Justin. Hey, RJ. Probably RJ. Hey, Stephanie. You like those places, Jam? Well, maybe we can convince Prayer Garden to put that live back up. Is she live this evening? I don't know. I was going to go live. I don't know who's live right now. I apologize if I'm going live at the same time as somebody else. I watched a little bit of, or listened to a little bit of Justin's while I was cleaning. Well, thank you, Charlie. Northern Indiana, no Golden Corral. There's one. Well, if you're up there, way up there, I was going to say my family, I had family that in Warsaw. I'm pretty sure there's a Golden Corral there, but maybe you're like way, way up north. Daisy has it on her channel. Why does Daisy have it on her channel for? That doesn't... She has... How would she have PG's live on her channel? Hold on. Let me see what... I'm going to go check out, see what you mean. Oh my freaking God, dude. You're such a fucking. Oh my. Sorry, my language. I just saw her. I just saw what you're talking about, Pam. Sorry. That's why I reacted like that. I'm trying to be nicer, but especially trying to be nicer to Christine, even because she doesn't say anything about me. So I'm not going to say, I'm going to try not to say anything about her, but I just don't agree. I don't agree with her encouraging Benny and them to dig into Josh's background and stuff with his mom's unaliving. That's what I really didn't like, and her encouraging delusional, you know, ideologies. But Cal, on the other hand, it looks like she posted, "Stop stealing my content." Really? Stealing your content? I don't even want to listen. Yeah. It was on Rudy Slippers, it was on PG's. But it looks like it might have been on Cal might have been live at the same time or something, streaming it. Oh, okay. Well, she was live streaming PG. So that was just her excuse to have some content, right? Why would she stream PGs? Oh, did you guys hear that? Or could you hear it? It was just, I don't want to show her at all, but I was just checking it out. It was after Daisy came to PG. She started live with still PG's content. Oh, okay. Thank you, Whistle. Gosh, I'm tempted to listen, but I really hate giving Daisy any attention. Like, seriously hate it. You know what? Somebody made those for me. Lucky Lou was trying to help me, like, because she has a huge platform. She has like 500,000 followers. So she was trying to give me some tips with shorts and stuff, like YouTube shorts. And so she made those ones about, she clipped some things while I was live. Now, StreamYard has a thing where you can mark place. It's not working right now, though, for some odd reason. I don't know why it's not working now. It wasn't working yesterday either. Hotkeys. Let me look. Create marker. Okay. It's not working. I don't understand. What if I put M? Couldn't create a marker. Please try again. Lame. Hey, Jane. Oh yeah, I was watching those before here for those who saw those shorts that I posted. Yeah, Justin did get blamed for it, of course. Did you guys see Hey Mama T, I just saw a notification for your response. I have it up on my screen right now on my phone. Shit, what was I doing? There was something I was going to do. I was going to pull up the shorts, but view your channel. Yeah, that one where I'm like, where Benny calls CPS on Andrew and then says, he tells the person at CPS that Andrew told him to suck a dick or something like that. And I just could not, I was listening to it for the first time with you guys. And that was my reaction. I couldn't believe he just said that. I mean, the stuff he was telling the CPS lady was a lot of it was irrelevant to anything CPS would need to hear. Like, I don't know. Here, this one.
But I just got a very concerning email from him where he's talking about punching my teeth out and going to make me suck a penis. But I just got a very concerning email from him where he's
hope it wasn't too loud.
Talking about punching my teeth out and going to make me suck a penis. But I just got a very concerning email.
Oh, man. Somebody just sent me this comment. Yanni says, I'll be back in both channels ASAP. Much love. I missed you a lot. They are two peas in a pod. Holy crap. Somebody just sent me this comment. Yanni says, I'll be back. And really? This is so horrible. This is so wrong.
How you doing, Miss Kamisha? You having a good afternoon, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. This woman's like, will you stop trying to put on the charm and bullshit me and get to your fucking point? Really? This is so horrible. This is so wrong.
How you doing, Miss Kamisha? You having a good afternoon, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. This woman's like, will you stop trying to put on the charm and bullshit me and get to your fucking point? Really? This is so
There's an issue with the refrigerator. There's lots of things. There's an overload of cats as well. There's an issue with the refrigerator. There's lots of things. There's an overload of cats as well. There's an issue with the refrigerator. There's lots of things. There's an overload of cats as well. But I just got a.
That was last night. So this is last night. Oh gosh. Hey, John. Yeah, it is. I can see the lady rolling her eyes, trying not to laugh and thinking, what the hell is wrong with this? I know, right? An overload of cats. Can and Dawn have their master's in human liar development and not working on their PhD thesis? And now working on their human liar development. Dawn could give us some tips on how to manipulate and be a POS, him and BK. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody as well. Lucky Lou, I was just talking about you. Lucky Lou has a huge following. She has a few exotic birds that she showcases. And it's became she's gonna be on the on TV again here soon on what's that show called that they Dodo Doo-doo. She's gonna be on Doo-doo. Yes, the internet was off for over 6 hours. Well, a prank call. That's the same level of credibility he has anything comes out of his mouth. Huh. The universe was in your favor. So, all right, I guess we'll listen to it. I know. Why am I going to do this? I want to hear it, but yes, we're live right now. I'm talking to you right now, John Martin. John's my friend. I've known him for 20 years almost. For real, he's for real. He could tell you some stories. Really, Chloe? I was wondering what the legal proceedings thing is that I was getting. Hey, Ava. It has not been longer than 20 years. You were 44. You were 44. If I remember right, when we met. Where's Don B? Did I run him off by saying hello? Oh, is Don B here? Hey, Don B. None of us were expecting to hear what Cal said. It was vile. Really? Happy Thanksgiving, Connie. Penalty, it was you that Daisy was calling irrelevant because that was very rude of her saying that as if someone else's opinion was less important than hers. Hey, Linda, listen. Found myself passing BK's porch yesterday. What? What do you mean by that? Did Nicolina go live today? So yeah, I have the whole weekend by myself this weekend. What the hell? Who said that? The deviled eggs are mine. She said for $5 you can see people having relations with dogs. How does she know that? Well, Gator Poo, they haven't done the requirements that CPS asked of them to get their boys back. Like, for one, alcohol and drug treatment. And there's several things they didn't do that they were supposed to do. Pretty much everything. Kensington. What's that, Robin? It's on video in Kensington, Pennsylvania. What's that? I don't know. Okay, let's listen here.
Witch over there, the old witch that hides behind that church house, prayer garden. Yeah. You know, I can't even have one peaceful day to myself without these people stealing my stuff, using it to twist their agenda. And I'm pretty pissed off right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say hello to everybody. I would shout out to everybody, but I'm just really pissed off right now. I just went over there and told them, I am tired of it. Brooke, get your own content. Quit using my content.
Cal. Just ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore them. Seriously, that's what all of us have to do. It's not going to stop ever. If you decide to do YouTube, you have to put your big britches, your big girl panties on. Shut up, you big moo. You can't get offended by somebody calling you heifer or stupid, or I mean you get like offended about the most ridiculous things. That's why I'm like, why am I even listening to this right now? Because I'm gonna she just seriously, she really does annoy me. And basically I should just take my own advice. Like if when people come in here and talk about how they don't like me and all these horrible things, it's like, why do you watch me then? That's kind of what I'm saying to myself right now. Why am I watching her? I just wanted to hear this interaction. Maybe, let's see here. You guys are saying it's on cows.
To do this. And Brooke, I mean, she's just disgusting. Like, she really don't think that a drug addict wouldn't do that. She really thinks that she knows enough that she would think that if somebody come up there on drugs, they wouldn't steal a baby if they had opportunity. Honey, you better open your eyes because you are wrong and you're childish too.
What is she? She said that
Are you drugs are. Oh my God.
Are like the leading cause of children losing their life?
Yeah.
Not being kidnapped. Who's a drug dealer going to get out again?
What the hell?
Drug dealers want drugs. They don't.
No, oh no, ma'am. No,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, Brooke. I'm an educated woman, right?
No, you're freaking not.
Educated.
You can't even speak right. I know. I know. Hey, all in tanks. Right, Miss Chewy. She said she has a college degree. She said she has a college. She says she has a college degree. I mean, she'd have to. She was in nursing, but she has no room to call anybody immature. Right, Jennar?
And drug abuse. Yes, I've had training on drug abuse. I have a degree in that stuff. I have a degree. Unlike you, I've worked around drug abuse. I've worked around drug abused babies before. I've got the experience behind my belt.
Oh, guess what? John just donated. Thank you, John, for donating through. He just donated a Cash App. That was very nice of you. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Did you go down to Florida to see family or anything? I don't know if he just sent a Cash App, but I don't know if he's still typing or not. Her nursing. I guess so, Jane. Jane, have you changed your opinion about her, or how do you feel about Cal now? Do you still? I haven't seen you going. Well, actually, I don't watch her, so I hardly ever watch her really. But like this, if I'm live and we're just checking stuff out, see what we missed or whatever. But I haven't noticed you in there lately. Yeah, I saw that. What is that? I don't understand. I was looking at that. I don't get it. I don't get the picture. But I'll show everybody. I'm missing the joke, I think, Justin. But maybe I haven't gone far enough in this to know what your meme that you sent me means. Let's listen.
Because I've dealt with it. You, my dear, don't. Neither does the little boy that's up on the panel with you right now talking about this. How many children have lost their lives to drug abuse? Harmony Montgomery? Right?
No, that's not because of drug abuse. That's because at the hands of it. That's not somebody. It was drug abuse might have been a variable in the situation, but you still, I don't care if you're on drugs or not, you still know what you're doing, okay? And it's true, people that are into drugs, like regular people, like that are hooked on drugs, regular people, like those that are on Ben Hill Road, for instance, they don't go and those type of users regular users do not go around freaking stealing kids for the black market to get money for drugs. Okay. You have to be a big time and not the normal drug dealer, Daisy. Okay. Not your normal, like your person that's just going to their friend to buy some pills or whatever, Coke or whatever. Just no, that's not a normal thing. You're talking about maybe in trafficking, like drug trafficking. People are into that stuff big time. Yeah. exasperated, exacerbated, using a sentence describing the Wells. They may not live an exasperated life. Right. Now, if you were into some really, really bad things, you'd have to, in order to be into something like that, you'd have to know some people. I mean, when I was using, I didn't know anybody. I never met one person, nor did I ever see anybody trading a child for drugs. I never witnessed such a thing. That is not normal. Even to the regular drug user, you don't see that shit at all. And I have you done my thing was drug of choice was pills, okay? But there was other substances I'd seen. I mean, I've even been I was in in houses where people were selling cocaine even. So even meth. So, a lot of times those are the drugs people relate to, like sex stuff, like meth. But I never saw such a thing. I did see weird stuff going on, but I did not see anything to do with children ever. Not once. How does doesn't Daisy think that's odd that Don Wells talks about how he's seen it with his own eyes, children being traded for drugs? I mean, he was like so adamant when he was on the phone with me that one time, and his sister was on the phone, and his sister was trying to shut him up because he was talking too much and he was drunk and she was afraid of what he was going to freaking say. But anyways, kind of wish she wasn't on that call, because I would have liked to kind of pried at him just a little bit more about that kid thing that he claims he witnessed. But his sister was on the phone at the same time, and she was telling him to be quiet, to stop, So, you're pregnant? Nuh-uh. Are you really? I know, right, Butter Biscuit? She's talking about, like, she's just thinking, somebody addicted to drugs, like maybe Fred Hill or, Laura or somebody else out there, just a regular user, not a big time, Dawn's the one that claims to have ties to the Mexican mafia. Now, that's what I would be more concerned with than the drug users on Ben Hill, because that's what she's trying to insinuate, that, somebody like Fred Hill or Laura did something because they are addicts. But a regular addict doesn't know people who don't know people that mess with that stuff. That's not, you don't just because you use drugs doesn't mean you suddenly all of a sudden meet people, all these people who are into selling kids too. Like, even though people, you do things that you normally wouldn't when addicted, you still know right from wrong and still have a moral compass that you go by. Okay. You still have those same morals. It's just a little bit like it's your morals become a little less. You'll do a little more than you would. I mean, some people would do it depending on the degree of addiction, I guess. I don't know. I couldn't imagine ever. But how they also have to know who would buy freaking kids. Yeah, if they need money for if they sell a kid, then who the hell do they sell it to? You'd have to know people. You would have to be really into some bad things. No, you're not blocked, Lisa. I was able to unblock you. I found you. Justin. Okay. Hold on, I'll show it. Hold on, we'll re-listen to what she
experience behind my belt because I've dealt with it. You, my dear, free. Unlike you, I've worked around drug abuse. I've worked around drug abused babies before. I've got the experience behind my belt because I've dealt with it.
Justin made a little meme. That's her belt. That's her belt around her. See, there's cow and the belt around her. Instead of the Day Allen belt. What? I don't know. He said rather than the Van Allen belt, Allen. He must be more educated than me, because I don't know what that means. I guess an equator. Pearl strand. Right, Lake Superior. Whoa. I don't care what a person who says that. Someone came into our chat erratically. She meant erratic. There is no way that woman has a college degree. I know. She was talking about, she said somebody named Brittany, and I thought it was my mod, Brittany. Who the heck's calling me from Florida? Hold on. Hello? Hold on. It's Fred. It's Fred. It's Fred.
Three-way or call waiting is not allowed and may automatically disconnect this call. This call is subject to monitoring and recording. If you are an attorney or designated legal counsel, contact inmatesales.com at 702-931-3938 to have your number set to do not record. Please select from the following options. If you consent to this call being recorded, then if you wish to accept this call as a collect call, dial 1. Now, check this call, dial. We are sorry, but your telephone number cannot receive collect calls from this facility without prior arrangements with the telephone service provider. A free call will be provided at the end of this message. Please contact customer service at 866-797-5578 or dial 1 now to be connected to an operator. To repeat this information, press 0. Your free call will now be connected.
Hey. Fred. Hey.
Yeah.
It says we don't have any. Is there no money on it?
No.
Is that why?
No, I ain't got no money on my phone.
Oh, is that what it's why it says it's a free call? It's going to cut us out probably then. Said my number.
I get a free call once a month.
Oh, okay. So there's a YouTuber named a YouTuber that's wanting to schedule a visit with you. Can you get visits in person now?
I think not in person. I think
Not in person?
it's just a video.
Video?
Uh-uh.
But they can come to the jail, right?
Yeah, he can come to the jail, but it's still video.
Right, right. Because he's a local. It'd be free at the jail, right?
Yeah, it's free at jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And real quick before we get cut off, what's going on? Anything you need me to tell anybody?
I just think Laura to send some money to you so you can move it to them accounts. They got all my stuff locked down, said I was under investigation over 2 murders.
What?
Bullshit.
You're under investigation under 2 murders?
That's what they're trying to say.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know what they're even talking about.
Oh my god.
That's just them fucking. That's just them fucking with me.
Wow.
They took all my chirps. Everybody that texts my name on the chirp or anything they take it. It's been crazy.
Wow. So you need money
Your
put.
free call is now over. Please remember that your telephone number
Oh
cannot
my
receive collect
fucking
calls
God,
from
guys.
this facility without prior arrangements with the telephone service provider. Please.
Oh my god. I don't know. I don't have any money right now. Or I'd put money on it on the phone, but oh my god, I'll have to send that call to oh my god. So they're messing with him. They're probably trying to say, oh, well, they're probably trying to mess with him about Cotton and maybe Summer. I don't have any money, bless this mess. I have to pay rent. My rent's due. And I'm like a little bit behind, so I can't even do that. My rent I pay around the 21st because of YouTube. But anyways, like I don't have it. As soon as I get some money, I will because I need. But the thing is, he can't contact me anymore, except through email. For one, he's having to call me on a different number. 2, okay. Anyways, his chirps, like the chirps they have in jail, they took his away because I forget, but he got in trouble because he used somebody else's chirp, and now he can't use any chirps. So his roommate got his chirp taken away, and his chirp was taken away. He's locked down 23 hours a day. He's only let out an hour. So, and that to the day room where he can use like the machine where he video visited with me, and he can write an email, but he's not good at writing. Like he writes like one sentence. That's the first call I've had from him in months. I've only had 2 or 3 calls with him. He can call me, but there's no money on his phone. He can call this number that he just called. That's the only way he can contact me, or through email now, not through Chirp like we were. It doesn't matter to tell everybody now because he has no access to any Chirp, so it won't matter if anybody knows. He doesn't know Sean Williams at all. He doesn't have, I already looked him up. He doesn't have any type of charges. No, he doesn't know who Sean Williams is. You can't, that doesn't even make sense. You can't just take away somebody's rights because they're under investigation. That doesn't even make fucking sense, dude. That pisses me off. I don't know. They were telling me to look somebody up. She's connected to JLR. Summer and Cotton. Well, he was. We already knew about Cotton, guys. We already knew about that because we had the polygraph test. And then they also asked him about Summer, too. So it's Summer and Cotton that they're fucking with him about. But he doesn't have any charges at all. He said, yeah, he says that they're effing with him and dang it, I'm going to have to get money on his phone because I'm going to have to somehow get him to call me. But he doesn't know what. Oh, no, you're good, Kathy. You guys, don't worry about that. I'm just kind of in shock right now. No, he didn't say that, Green Eyes. He absolutely did not say that. Stop putting that out there, please. That's not true. He did not say that. He said that he thought Cotton was that Cotton was saying something about Laurel Run or whatever, and then he ends up, found dead out there. He fell off the freaking cliff. So, and what happened is he found out just like anybody else by he found out through his Cotton's family how Cotton passed away. And it was heard on my phone call with him on YouTube. Well, that he had talked to investigators about Cotton. And so then they gave him a lie detector because they're like, well, how did you know Cotton was had blunt force trauma to his head or something? Oh, thank you, Chloe, for the Venmo. Yeah, I'm going to have to get money on his thing. So I don't know, though. He won't know, now, right this second to call me. So we won't be able to get a call from him now. But he passed at Laurel Run. Yeah, you can come up. No, it was ruled an accident. But after Fred came to law enforcement and told him what he knew about Cotton, about what Cotton was telling him a couple days before he passed, then law enforcement is like, well, how did you know that he had blunt force trauma to his head or whatever it was that he knew? They're like, that wasn't released to the public. And so then that's why they gave him a lie detector test. Then, thinking that we were going to get the results of the lie detector test, we had them released. And what did they do? What did they do? They gave us 0. They gave us no opinion. They didn't even tell us whether he failed or not. We didn't get even conclusive or anything. I was like, what the heck? This was like such bullshit. Why the hell is this supposed to be public information if you guys aren't even going to make it public? You're just going to put no opinion? That's just going to make people be more suspect of him. Of course, people, you know what, though? You guys need to hear it. You need to hear it. People are going to tear that apart, him saying that, but about him being under investigation for 2 unalivings. But, even if you guys didn't hear it, I would have played it for you or told you guys, but I think it's probably Summer and Cotton. The ones that we already know about, I don't think he was when they were doing the whole lie detector. That's why they did the lie detector, I guess. Also, they wanted to make sure that he was telling the stuff that he said, that Cotton said about Summer. They also asked him about that. Not on Lone Star, no. No, he's not involved. I don't believe he's involved with Summer still at all. It's really the same information we already knew. It's just resurfaced. In my opinion, I don't believe he's involved at all. Oh, thank you, Candalee. Am I saying your name right? Yes, Kathy. He can still get commissary, and he can still call me. He just called me, Kathy. So yeah, it'd be for his phone. I would put it on his phone only. Yeah, he can still get commissary and stuff. Yeah, I still do hear from Lori, but he's trying to. I'm gonna actually. Thanks for reminding me. I need to send that call to her.
Hey girl.
Hey girl.
I was in the bath whenever you so you got a call from Fred and he said they're investigating him for 2 murders.
You have to rewind back. Here, I'll play it back, okay? Let's just listen to the call back, and after I send it to let's listen.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll fast forward it. Oh, here it is.
Hold on. At the Hawkins Special Jail, Tennessee. Monitoring and recording. Your telephone number cannot resign 755 Fred.
Hey.
Yeah.
It says we don't have any. Is there no money on it? Is that why?
No, I ain't had no money on my phone.
Why it says it's a free call? It's gonna cut us out probably. And said my number.
Yeah, I get a free call once a month.
Okay. So there's a YouTuber named a YouTuber that's wanting to schedule a visit with you. Can you get visits in person now?
I think not in person, I think.
Not in person?
It's just a video.
Video? But they can come to the jail, right?
Yeah, he can come to the jail, but it's still video.
Right. He's a local. It'd be free at the jail, right?
Yeah, it's free still.
Okay.
Yeah.
And real quick, before we get cut off, what's going on? Anything you need me to tell anybody?
I just trying to Laura to get Laura to send some money to you so you can move it to them accounts. They got all my stuff locked down, said I was under investigation over 2 murders.
What?
Bullshit.
You're under investigation under 2
Yeah.
murders?
That's what they're trying to say. I don't know what they're even talking about.
Oh my
That's
God.
just them fucking. That's just them fucking with him.
Wow.
They took all my church. Everybody that takes my name on the church, everything they take it. It's been crazy.
Wow. So you need money.
Your free call is now over. Please remember that your telephone number cannot receive collect calls from
See,
this facility.
that's all I got to talk to him, Justin, because he only gets a free call, 1 free call a month. That's like 1 minute. That's like 1 minute or 2 minutes long, and so yeah, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lady of the Wood. She said for Fred's phone or your rent or whatever you need. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. He already, I can tell people that. I don't care to tell people this, but yeah, he's told me he's cleared and passed the lie detector. Yeah, that's what he's under the belief that he's cleared from Summer Wells. At least he was. Like now, I don't know.
Well, I think they could be messing with him, but regardless, when it comes to Summer Wells, Fred is, I mean, listen, it's not going to change the parents' timeline. It's not going to change the shitty stuff that they still won't talk about.
Yeah.
It's not going to change their past history. It's not, I mean, every, retired cop or cop on YouTube, thinks that they're sketchy when it comes to this case. I mean, it doesn't change anything for me personally.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't change anything. I know it's it's the same thing. Basically, I already knew. I knew that they were, because he had to do that lie detector for Cotton, because when he went to law enforcement and told them like what he knew when he was in jail about his conversation with Cotton, they gave him lie detector tests because he knew information that was not released to the public about Cotton's death. Well, in the lie detector test, they also asked him about Summer, if the information that he was told by Cotton was true, or if Cotton really told him that information about Summer. So, which he said, he claims he passed, but we didn't get any information. When we saw the lie detector test, all it said was no opinion. So we don't even know really the results. He says he passed. I mean, I don't know. At least that's what they're telling him. So I think it's if somebody is messing with him and saying that he's under investigation for 2 murders, then I would assume it's Summer and Cotton.
I think it's where he shot a man before, and they are, pushing him and maybe they're just trying to push him that they think he might have information and he doesn't. I don't know. If I was going to say case closed, yeah, I'll see you on Clinch Mountain.
Well, I have to. I was live when the call came in, and I had to tell everybody, but it's the same. Everybody heard it, but it's this. I don't see how it's any different, really. I'd like to talk to him a little bit longer to see who's telling him this exactly. I want some details. So that's what he was letting me. All he was calling me to tell me is that he's been trying to get a hold of Laura to send him some money.
I find it interesting that on the day Summer disappeared, Candace and Dawn was both down there at Fred's. They weren't at any other neighbors. They didn't talk to any other neighbors. why were they at Fred's?
He thinks that they were trying to set him up or something. I don't know. Guess he's always been under that belief that they were trying to set him up. What do you think it is? Do you have any ideas?
No, not particularly. Not particularly. I mean, they may be
Down there at Fred's, because Fred's is at the end of the Ben Hill, pretty much at the end of Ben Hill Road. So,
well, Candace said she went back into the holler as far as her car would let her go.
yeah.
I don't know if that means.
I don't know how far you could. I don't know if she would have been able to go past the Redmonds or not. Sometimes they have a gate, as we saw in the. I think they have a gate now. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think it's very, very interesting. Dawn saying, "I'll see her in the resurrection 3 hours."
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what's something that was talked about on that call that I hadn't had a chance to talk to you guys about because I wasn't expecting that call. Yeah, there is somebody interested in talking to Fred, and I'm really hoping, and guess who it's going to be, maybe. I don't know. I hope it's okay. I'm telling everybody. Huh?
I bet you I know.
Who?
RJ.
No. RJ?
Okay. Yeah.
No. It's a local. Anyway, local YouTuber. And he's the one that went and visited Laurel Run looking for Summer. And also went to, was the one that went and looked at the places that Donna Serafina had mentioned. Ryan. So Ryan, and I think it's perfect. He would want to intimidate Fred. I feel like it will be perfect. And I think people would trust Ryan too and his opinion. So
I mean, to be honest with you, Fred is, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but he's not that smart.
right.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't get a lot of things. He's not.
He's definitely delayed. Yeah. Hey Don B, what have you missed? Butterfly Kisses? You kind of missed a lot. Fred called while I was live, so people, I'll clip it out and put it in a short. But
how crazy is that? He called when you was live, and he was like,
I know. Well, today I had been trying to, I had been getting a text from somebody at the jail claiming they were sending me messages from Fred, but I didn't know whether or not to believe it because they were asking for money and like I didn't know what to think about. I'm like, okay. All of a sudden I stopped hearing from Fred because he was using his roommates or his cellies chirp, but his cellies chirp got taken away too because of Fred using it. And anyways, so now he has no way to contact me unless somebody messages for him. And I guess they're allowed to do that, like have people message for him, but he's not like allowed to actually use it himself. But see, he has a whole writing style and everything that I can recognize when he just, I can recognize his language and his grammar. So I can tell if it's really him or not usually. I knew it wasn't him. The person said it was there, huh?
I think it's strange that he called you while you were live. Like, I wonder if law enforcement wanted to get a message out.
Well, I was trying to get a hold of him earlier. That's why. The first time in a while was today that I had actually tried to contact him because, and I messaged back a chirp number that was somebody that had been messaging me, trying to get a message to me from Fred. And I messaged him. I said, "Hey, is Fred around? Can you tell him to contact me? I need to talk to him." And he said when he gets out on rec that he'd let him know. So that's why that happened. I didn't know he would call me like that, but I'm glad he did because I hadn't had a call for. He can't chirp me. He can't text me like he used to because he doesn't have the chirp devices. Like they're locked up for 23 hours a day and only let out in the day room 1 hour a day. And so if they don't have a chirp, then that's the only way that they can communicate with anybody on the outside world. His cellie doesn't have a chirp, so he's locked in a cell with him where neither of them have a chirp that they can message. So he can only message through email, which is free on that device out there, 1 hour a day. But if it's free, you know what I mean? The other inmates might be on a video call or whatever. Or
Hello.
call. So
there's too many inconsistencies in Bonnie Campbell's story.
Yeah.
Oh, someone else is up there. Sorry.
Hey, RJ. Sorry, we were just talking. I figured you'd just chime in whenever you're.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was, and I thought that you were at a point where it was okay for me to chime in and say hello. So, Fred, there might be some truth to what Fred Hill's saying. You might want to pull up VineLink.
Shut up.
Yeah, it says reopened or something to that effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What's reopened?
There was a case that he had a hearing from June 18th, 2020 that is now listed as reopened.
I know that's Sullivan. I already know about that.
And it has a court date scheduled for December 12th.
Yeah, that's his theft.
That's his theft?
Yes. Yeah. Did you see her or something?
No, it just says reopened, and I said there might be some truth to it.
No.
I didn't know that VineLink had any information on that, so I was just bringing that up.
Yeah, it's that one in Sullivan that he has to be transferred for those boots that he stole. That I've talked about it on here. He has to be transferred.
Really 3 year olds? Is that really almost 3 years old?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's the Walmart boots, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he didn't do anything. He just didn't do his probation and stuff, and they violated him, and so they violated him, and then because he was in jail, they had him in custody so that they could get him to court because they had him in custody. So Sullivan violated him. He's going to be transferred anytime because his time's up over at Hawkins. Besides the inpatient treatment he has to do. So he's going to be transferred before the 12th over to Sullivan. Once he gets over to Sullivan, hopefully sooner and later, then maybe I can freaking talk to him.
Trust me, if they thought he did 2 murders or something, they would not be letting him. They wouldn't be transferring him for a Walmart theft.
No, they would definitely not. But it's still the point. He still has legal proceedings hanging over his head, and it looked like, with his status being reopened, that they actually had reached a deal with Closes at one point, and then something caused it to be reopened. But that's a whole different. Right.
It's been reopened since he was arrested this time. I don't know what it said reopened. It's never been really closed. I don't know. He had a warrant when he didn't show up for court. So it's just he's had a warrant for a while. And he just, they just didn't come and get him because it was a misdemeanor, even though it was only 1 county over. Les, you were up on panel. I just was covering the screen because I didn't know if it was really you. So feel free to join again. I'll show everybody what RJ is talking about the reopen. But no, he doesn't have any.
Even though I'm wrong and it's explained, it's good to put out there, make sure everybody's aware that this is, why it's or this is already existing that way, especially with what he said and got cut off right as he said it.
One second. Hey, Bless.
Hello, I see you.
Bless, are you there? You're muted.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I just wanted to
Can
make
you
sure.
play that clip again, Zig? I want to listen to him again. Exactly what he said.
Here in a little bit, I'm pulling up some court records real quick.
Just
to
rewind
show-
it.
This is what worries me. Him mentioning money. It worries me about that.
As for his,
Why would he mention that to you? Why he's saying he's being investigated for 2 murders?
because he needs money. What do you mean? He's trying to get me to let Laura know he needs money for his commissary. What do you mean?
Okay.
He was just trying to get a message to me.
Well, I was trying to message you to ask, have you spoke with Laura? Because she should know before any of us. Her
No,
old man having opening these 2 murder charges. I don't know. It just kind of shocked me.
How would he know? How
Well,
would she know
it's just-
before us? She's
Well,
not in
babe-
contact with him like we are at all. Like I am at all. She contacts me for messages. She's not. I try to tell people they don't get it. Like the internet's not good out there. She is staying at a friend's, but she's not a technology kind of person, really. She's I haven't talked to her, haven't really been in contact with her recently. And actually, Fred's been reaching out to me like, where's Laura? You know what I mean?
He's got a lot going on, like ovarian cancer.
So that's why he's contacting me. He can't get a hold of her, and he's needing.
You know what concerns me? I get that part. But when you're saying, tell me again, he wanted you to put money. You said he was using this Celly's tablet, right? Like his chirp?
Yeah.
No,
His chirp. Yeah. Well, I call it a tablet, but his chirp.
They got
The only
taken-
reason, hold on, let me stop. The only reason I'm asking you these questions is because I understand the prison system very well. I did a 5-year bid with somebody, and I just hear the things that he's telling you, and I know how men manipulate the system also.
not asking me for money. He's asking Laura. His
Right, because he wants to be able to send messages, correct, and communicate.
and get commissary. He needs commissary and food and stuff. He doesn't eat he won't eat the trays. So he said it's
Well, if he's hungry, he'll eat them. Zig,
Right.
I mean, like you say, that ain't your responsibility. That's his or Laura's, whoever's.
that's why he was wanting me to tell Laura he can't get a hold of her.
Well, I get that, but when I heard him say that, talking about, oh, they are investigating me for 2 murders now. What? What do you mean?
It's already. We already knew that though because of Cotton.
Yeah, but I remember he thought he passed his test though.
Yeah, he thinks
That is what he told you, even though the paper you got didn't say that.
Yeah, it didn't
Well,
say either way.
We don't
If
know
he passed
what it was. I mean, he
Correct.
cut off.
or failed. It
Correct.
told him nothing. It was annoying. It was
Right.
irritating. He claims that they told him that he passed. That's what he's saying. He claims that they
That's
told
what
him.
he's saying, but it ain't in black and white.
Right, we don't have any proof. Just like we don't have any proof from anything
That
like
he failed it. Right.
from
Correct.
Dr. Pettis or anything either. You know what I mean? We don't have any proof. We just have to go by the word. And the reason why I believe Fred and what he says is because I just have never had anything anything where he's lied to me that I found out, like absolute proof.
What bothers me though, once he's had that lie detector test, okay, he said he was cleared, he passed it. So why would they be investigating further into this murder?
Well, cops can lie to you. You know, cops can lie to you, and he may not even know Fred is not very bright.
You're right, Justin. I could tell that by listening to that, him talking to her. I could tell that.
I don't even think he knows what's actually even going on, to be quite honest
What's
with
up
you.
or what's down. Right.
Okay, so here's the charges right here. Theft is a charge of the case that was opened that you were asking about. So yeah, this is a case in Sullivan
I
that
think
you're
it's
talking
paid.
about.
The Walmart charge Justin was
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's see, let's go to Hawkins and see what's. Okay, these ones are close. I must be under the wrong thing. Okay, so these are just two dealing charges. 1 second. It's loading. Moving freaking slow. This website, Tennessee court website. So all I have is the meth. I don't know. There's no other charges. See, he's saying that that's why he doesn't get his Churban stuff is because he's being investigated. He's saying that's his excuses or their excuses of why they can't give him.
He needs an attorney like ASAP, Ziggy, like ASAP.
Oh, I know. He has.
Ziggy, let me ask you a question. Has Fred been in trouble since he's been in jail?
No. As far as what?
No.
As far as what?
Well, I heard you say earlier that he's locked down for 23-1.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
all.
way they do that is if you're like in PC. They're all locked down?
As far as I know, they've all been locked down since COVID. They've never changed.
No, no, baby.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
No.
They
maybe in Tennessee, not here. I would call and see. That just kind of raises my brow to it.
I'm banning her. I'm sorry. She's really pissing me off. I'm going to freaking flip. Sorry.
Yeah.
Block her in the chat. She starts shit. I cannot. Like, nothing I say is going. People need to pay attention. You have to really pay attention from the beginning because it's so much to keep up with. Nothing I tell her is that she's going to be. Everything we say, she goes against. And it's driving me nuts. No, not at all. Justin.
I mean, they're not going to be sending him for a pair of Walmart shoes if they think he murdered someone. I don't think Fred, I really don't think he knows what's going on, to be honest with you.
Whoever was up on panel that I just dropped, was that you? Love and be loved. I don't know. I don't think that was you. I think that was. She told me earlier she was Foxy times 5 years. What's that mean?
She was in the clink
Was
for 5
Foxy?
years. I don't know.
You're peeing your pants, Luminous. Sorry, I'm just trying to calm down before I get upset here. This is about to stress me out because I don't see anything's different. I've followed this case from the beginning. I knew once he said that people were going to go freaking absolutely nuts. But I don't see how
There's one thing.
Always
There's,
been murders with him, and then he was.
Well,
he
when
was,
it comes to the Summers case, it just to me, it's just, I mean, technically everyone is still a suspect, but look at the parents. Look at the freaking parents. I mean, look at their damn timeline. Why are they lying? Why would you lie about a timeline?
Exactly.
I mean, why is your phones being deleted from 3:30 to 6:30? I bet you Fred's wasn't.
Well, hey, I don't want. Listen, I don't want. I'm not trying to like cover up anything for him or protect him or anything at all. I swear I'm not. If I had any type of inkling that or feeling that something was up, I would. I need to. That's why I want to talk to him more about what he said. Okay, I promise you guys, if I thought something,
He was with,
I would
but
tell you. I promise you, I would never go along with something like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Ziggy, he was with Laura all day, right?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
June 15th, with Laura all day at a, they were hauling junk. I mean, what are you going to do? Snatch a kid while you're at it and do what?
See, that's why it pisses me off because this is just going to give Dawn and Candace more excuses. That's why I'm like freaking irritated.
No, it doesn't give them more excuses at all. Hold on one second.
This actually had, even if they were investigating him for a crime, let's just leave it as a crime. Okay, Justin was exactly right. They're not giving them more excuses. They're eliminating potential excuses. It's early in the, what was that?
He's not charged.
Right, exactly.
They're investigating.
Exactly.
They have to investigate any type of clues or anything. Him being investigated. Okay, we know they were. I thought that they would be over the Cotton thing. Him being involved in. I need to contact some people close to Cotton.
The way I see it is, you have the initial investigation with what happened on or in June. It was a broad target. Okay, a huge target, and all the clues, all the information was leading them down to zeroing in or moving the target to where it had to be so they could focus their investigation. But how many times have we seen following true crime stories or stories involving kids that the longer an investigation goes, it turns around and refocuses back on where it originally was the parents?
Well, FBI card team, they specialize in stranger abduction. If a parent took the child like that, they're not going. There's no sign of stranger abduction.
Exactly.
Stranger. Fred is a stranger, so it says it's just ridiculous.
Right. Anybody that's not family is stranger. Even if you're a neighbor and a close friend, you're not direct family.
Right.
No, I agree with you, Justin, 100%. But what I'm trying to make the point of is that, is Chris McDonough said there's nothing very early on in the investigation said there is nothing causing anybody to leave 110 Ben Hill Road. There never has been anything to cause anybody to leave 110 Ben Hill Road, no matter how many different locations or places are involved. And yes, we all have our thoughts on how, being at the pond, being in that exact location of the river, it is suspicious. The amount of time and how much you're saying, the amount of time that he spent in Priceless is suspicious. All these other details, they're troublesome moments.
I need a comment to this. Sorry. Go ahead.
There's still nothing that has ever caused anybody to look away from 110 Ben Hill Road. I'll be right back.
Because of the parent.
So what bless this mess. You might have been here. So you got to understand, I've talked, how many times have I met up with Fred in person, talked to him. I've been in communication with him straight for a year and a half. Even since he's been in jail, we've been on somewhat of a consistent. I haven't so much lately because he lost access to a church. But everything that he's talking about as far as money and stuff, everybody he's having me relay a message to Laura. You turned it into something like it was like something mischievous or something.
Yeah, it made it seem like he was using you for money or something like that, and that's not ever been the case with Fred.
He said that he wanted he was like, I need Laura. That's what he said. He said, I need Laura to send you money because I'm the one that puts it on his book. Because she can't figure it out. So that's why he contacts me. You guys understand? I'm the one. I do it. I do the transaction. She doesn't know. She doesn't know how to do all that. So she's like with the commissary and putting it on. It's anyways, guys. That's why he contacts me, and he hasn't been, especially lately, because he hasn't been able to get a hold of Laura. Laura has been kind of down and depressed and kind of just I'm gonna talk to her tonight or tomorrow about this. Trust. I sent her the call, and I'm waiting to hear back. If you have been here from the beginning, oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Annie. Law enforcement wants 110 to think they're looking for a Fred or Cotton, and some are, but in reality, are really looking at the wells. But
Well, we only got that. We didn't get any more commentary from him, so we have no idea what else.
People are gonna think, "What? I can't." I want people to have their own. I'm irritated because I know like this is gonna just like open a box of worms, because even though it's nothing different, but I want people to have their own opinions about it, and as information comes in, if anything changes, I just never have had any red flags. Like, I mean, besides this him saying he's being, when you hear somebody's being investigated for murders, that's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, that's scary.
Well,
it makes him sound like a scary, scary guy. Like, if that's...
I don't think Fred's a scary guy at all. I think, Don's the one that's got all these essay allegations, the one that says he's seen crappy things happen with children, didn't do anything about them. I mean, you tell me why 3 phones from 3:30 onward, just right when your child goes missing, 3 phones. You tell me that. And when you wasn't even there, allegedly, Don.
Yeah, Securus, where Summer. I've done it. He just doesn't have any money. I put some money on it like early on. Sorry.
Justin, that's actually a really interesting point, because you had the whole story of they claimed that information was missing. When they had gotten originally came out as they got their phones back, but later we found out they were eligible for upgrades, and they decided to upgrade their phones.
Oh yeah. Well, they went and got the next day. The next day they went and got them.
Right. So when you, I'm no expert in how iPhones work. I understand how Androids work, so I believe it's going to be similar. When you have a cloud service, ideally the police department has to keep the phone itself during an investigation, because it's technically they would be considered tampering, even though it's not a legal charge. It's a charge where the evidence would be thrown out with them doing so.
Exactly.
So they have to keep the phone, but they can still sever the attachment, the cloud attachment, or block the cloud attachment, like download the information and remove it from the cloud, and still keep it in the phone itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that tampering to dismiss a piece of evidence type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with them getting that upgrade, they're only going to be able to get access to the cloud of what they're now cannot without the information that is considered evidence at that point. And this is something that it shoots a hole in everything that it's a small detail that everybody that a lot of people overlook, but it shoots a major hole in everything that the Wells says. Is that there's something there that the police have considered to be significant enough evidence that they've gone ahead and kept that information and would keep the phone.
Right. They recently let out about did you see the 4 suspects for, we already knew about the 2 suspects in the Michael Vaughn case. I guess there was 2 others recently mentioned, persons of interest. Why can't they give us persons of interest in the Summer Wells case? Come out straight up and show,
Yeah. Well, tell me this.
Suspect. Let us know these things.
Why did Candace's photo load at 6 right there at what time was it? 6:06.
I think.
Why did that upload? Oh, right when your phones were being deleted, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There's just way too many inconsistencies with their bullshit.
You hear snoring? It's probably a dog. It must be a dog snoring.
It's my pug.
Oh, your pug.
Yeah.
He was trying to act innocent in my opinion. Yeah, going to work the next day. Did he actually go to? I'm trying to remember. Did he? Because I remember the tree people. They said they saw him next day. I guess the tree people must have been out there the next day too.
I don't believe that Don went to work the next day.
Not the next day, but I think like the next day after that.
Yeah, it was like Thursday, Friday he went, or Thursday and part of Friday he went to work, and then he took that trip up to Kentucky.
Yeah, you fire your employee the day CPS comes. The only one that can watch your alibi. You take a dang Subaru that you have no reason to take.
Ooh.
No reason under the sun to take.
I know.
Yeah. Missed me with that bullshit.
Why did he take it the 14th? Didn't he take it the 14th and 15th? I don't. Was something planned on the? I don't.
So
that was all part of the plan to fire Dudley. I think that's what you say, Justin. Right? Sorry.
I think.
No, you're good.
I think it was CPS related, most likely, in my opinion, or an accident. But I really think it's CPS related. He ran to Utah with his son.
Mm-hmm.
Ran to Utah because of CPS. Then another case happens. Oh, look, Summer's missing.
Oh, thank you, Nana, for life, for the Cash App. She said for Fred's phone. Thank you, guys.
Nana for life is the sweetest human being.
I will make sure I put some minutes on his phone. I also, I don't want to talk about it on here, but there's also something else. A little piece of information I'm ordering too from Tennessee. That will hopefully we'll get it. I don't know. We'll see.
Don B, the reason that Tucker called the TBI is they wanted to speak with his employer so they can verify alibi of when and where he was at work, since he's a subcontractor. It also had to do with the truck that they have as a work vehicle. It wasn't that they were calling the TBI on the Wells. It was just to set up a meet and to get alibi information or contact information. That's all that was.
Well, I think Tucker Drywall told the truth.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think they said when they saw him, in my opinion, was the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when the day they fired Dudley and everyone was making fun of him why you bring the Subaru? It didn't make sense then.
Oh, it does
Some of
make
them
sense.
even-
It does make sense. So Don Wells tried to at the beginning to say that this was the first time he took the Subaru to work, and everybody made fun of him for doing so. It wasn't the first time he took. Usually, if he went and was going to go on a hunt for a fix, and I was told about 4 times he actually took the Subaru to work before, and he would cut out at lunchtime and go down to Knoxville.
Well, Don, when he had his blow and go, when he would go out catting around, he would take the Subaru because he didn't have the blow and go.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and another thing, Fred doesn't have all these SA allegations or anything like that ever.
Right.
Ever.
Not one time have I ever had anybody. Now, I mean, maybe now people will. Now that all of a sudden, we just said that, but I've never had anybody ever come to.
It'll be convenient.
Anybody ever say anything, like nothing from any locals or anything about him and any children. Not once. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Sharon, that's when he found the panties. Yeah. Don's the man that sits out in people's houses and sits for hours and snatches their panties. Freak.
From the dryer itself, let's not forget.
Yeah, sits out there for hours just to get a freaking panty.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the perfect opportunity to steal like some dirty panties or something. Ew. Or whatever it was. Clean one. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of loopholes in what he says and what actually happened. That I think that's some of those pieces of information that law enforcement knows, and it keeps the target on the Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion on that.
Yes, Don B. I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And speaking of writing messages on the wall, we were wondering if Don was in the same block as what Fred was, because there was some pictures taken by TBI, according to Fred, of a cell wall in his block that had writings about Summer Wells and the Vice Lords and about Vice Lords. You guys remember all that? I talked about it on here.
Yep,
I remember that.
So the only thing I've ever remember hear him writing on walls was information that he was finding on YouTube that he was saying that Dudley had fit the description of. I never remember him saying about scripture being written on the walls.
Oh yeah, and the houses, something about that, about Tuck. I remember something like about I think he might have been blaming it on Dudley, possibly.
Right. He was saying that Dudley was on a substance that begins with M and working, and that was his proof that that's what was going on, because it's the symptoms fit from what he found on YouTube or on Google or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But he was writing like religious stuff, and I know his former employee called him that.
Don't put that out. Fred will get in trouble. He cannot have anyone message for him. Message for him what?
You were saying you were going to contact somebody about what he was saying, I think.
No, I don't know what. Have anybody message? I don't know what they mean. Message for him. Yeah, they're allowed to. They're allowed to. They can't keep people from just messaging. They're allowed to message any number they want when they have a chirp. They're just not allowed to give them to other inmates to use. That's what the guy told me that was messaging me today. He said they're allowed to send messages that they can't keep them from sending messages because they're allowed to message any number, really. That's what they say. It's probably
Don B just said, well, Tucker called TBI and TBI did take pictures of it.
Do we think Dawn on a live somewhere? I don't think that, no. Hey, Jim. I don't think that.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I figure I better say hi when people join because people keep I don't mean to ignore anybody. I just add people because I don't want to and not say anything because I don't want to interrupt the conversation, So that's why I do that. It's not to be rude to anybody or anything.
I don't take you as rude. You know better.
I don't. I'm just saying other people.
And I'll sit there patiently and wait, so you didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but he needs to get a message to Laura. Yeah, I'm going to contact Laura tomorrow. And yeah, we're definitely, I haven't had a reason. I mean, besides the fact that she messaged me like yesterday or day before asking if I talked to him. I'm like, no, I don't know. Like, hope he's okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree with crimes have consequences. Let the lawyer be the liaison of any messages. Don't be out here on YouTube saying that you are in contact with this person and can and hint at saying that you'll talk to this person about something.
I don't know what. I'm confused what you guys are talking about. What you mean?
I think that's what crimes have consequences. Trying to say about anything.
Message did I say I was going to give? I don't know what you mean.
I think it was in like a
Laura. Of course, I'm going to tell Laura that what he just said. Right. Is that what you mean? I mean, it was just on YouTube.
Right.
It was live on YouTube.
But what I'm saying, and I think crimes has consequences, is saying is that it can sound inappropriate, even though you meant it innocently.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, though. I have no idea what you're saying about giving Laura a message.
Yeah, I think that's what crimes have consequences was trying to say.
Well, I have to give Laura a message to put money on his account. That's all. That's what he wanted to. Is that what you're talking about? Just for money to put money on his account? And why the fuck are they worried about damn boots? I see you, Bad Joe. I'm not wanting to play music today. We're in a deep conversation. Bad Joe just tried to join, but that was come back in a little bit if you're around. Bad Joe just wanted to play us music, but I want to know what you guys are talking about.
Poppy, that's a good point as well, because
I wonder if Fred, when's the last time you talked to him, Ziggy?
Before today, just like a few days ago or something. It's been because he hasn't had a chirp.
Yeah, I wonder if he even remembers talking to you about Cotton and them, because the days, I'm sure, seem like years there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been, he just hasn't been able to, he doesn't have any way to contact me except on through email. He's not really good at that. Or phone.
I don't even know if he remembers,
You have to have money to.
Telling you.
Yeah,
remembers what?
If he even remembers telling you about Cotton and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You think he does?
Text about it. Yes. Yeah, we text about it.
Pink Hearts, thanks for the attempt of an insult. Ziggy knows I'm not gaslighting her or any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to figure out what crimes have consequences is meaning. But it appears as Poppy, the troll, the good troll, whatever her name is, Poppy, may be right that she's back behind on us.
I agree with that statement. Crimes of consequences. Yeah, no, I'm just was curious what you guys meant, like what messages exactly you meant, like because I couldn't, I just I was thinking surely it's not a message just to tell him to put money on his books. I'm not gonna have a lawyer do that. That's silly. They do that all the time. Inmates have to contact people for others all the time to let somebody know for money on their books. It's because people might not have money to call home, or he just didn't have access. So yeah, that's totally fine. I thought you guys were talking about something else, some other message, like
Exactly.
Jim.
Oh, she'll be back. We know that.
I know, right? Crimes have consequences. Exactly. You, now I guess people are saying like he doesn't have the same rights because he's in jail or something. Is that true?
I mean, felons, yes, you don't have the full constitutional, it can be limited.
Yeah, you're really stripped down of rights.
So they can basically just take away his privileges just because they're investigating him for something, even though there's no charges?
Yes.
That seems illegal to me. That he can't contact anybody.
I mean, they can.
I mean, he was able to call me, but like he's saying that I just don't understand. They won't give anybody any answers when people call down there either, asking why they come up with something different every time. I wish I would have known who told him that, who specifically told him that. They can't take your rights away from you just because you're being investigated for something. Yeah, so
absolutely they can. Absolutely, they can.
Yeah.
You're in an institution at that point. You have to abide by what the institutional rules are.
Oh yeah, but that's if you get in trouble, they'll take away your commissary and stuff like that. If you, sorry, I'm responding to a comment in the chat. That's if you you can get your commissary taken away. If there's rules like.
If you are a felon, your constitutional rights are limited. Like I mean, think about it. You can't think about it.
You're out too because you can't even vote.
You're stripped down to only having 4th and 5th rights by the Constitution, whether you're in it being under investigation or you're being held under investigation. Or in Fred's case, you're being held waiting for trial. Because as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, Ziggy, they haven't fully agreed to the plea deal.
Oh yeah, he's already been he already been convicted and everything for his dealing charges in Hawkins.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
they're finishing out the terms of that plea deal before he has the hearing in Sullivan.
He'll be transferred to Sullivan before December 12th because his time at Hawkins is up around the same time and then he goes over to Sullivan to take care of that. And then when he's released, he has to go I don't know if they're transferring him to inpatient. See, that's some of the things I want to talk to him about. If they're going to transfer him or if he's going to be out for, if he's getting a few days.
No, they would hold him for it to make sure he shows up.
I've been an inpatient before. They gave me a few days when I don't know, but maybe we'll see. Yeah, they might transfer him. I don't know. He doesn't know where he's going though. I'm surprised. That's the stuff I need to talk to him about.
I mean, what are they going to do to him in the other county?
He has to go to court for that the boots thing that he never finished his probation on. So
I mean, are they going to give him time? You think over it or?
I don't think so. We don't. It's a misdemeanor.
Okay.
They could give him up to a year, really, if they wanted to, but there's a good chance it could be time served because he's going to inpatient treatment for probably I think it was. It's going to be at least 6 months for sure. Long
And they
term,
allowed,
at least 6 months.
they let my son out long enough to go to rehab. Like they gave him whatever,
Yeah,
however long it took to get from jail to the rehab is how long he was given. And
they didn't transfer him.
no, we had to transfer him, but we had
Oh.
to do it within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they see, but see, I was, my situation. My situation was different, and this was also a very long time ago, like 20 years ago almost.
Well, this was probably 10 years ago, so maybe less.
I'll check Fine Link, but I did pull up his everything on Hawkins and Sullivan website. But I'll check Fine Link to see what comes up for him, for Fred. What happened? Did you fall off, Sam?
My internet's acting stupid.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm looking up Fred Hills and there's Sullivan. Yeah, there's just that one. Or the one and then Hawkins. Yeah, there's here, I'll show you guys. Okay. So this is what comes up on Vinelink. There's only him here for the current thing. And then up here for Sullivan. There's nothing else.
If you go into either one of his, there's a down at the bottom. It will show you related charges or related cases. Go into record details.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that the two are for him and only him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's just this one. And it doesn't even, you have to go specifically on the county website the county website to see specifically what the charges are. A lot of times they don't say on Vinelink. It's so, yeah. I know. I hope that the Ryan guy does end up talking to Fred. I think people would trust his assessment because he seems like a pretty level-headed guy. I was very happy when he reached out because I was like, oh my gosh, you'd be perfect. You're perfect. Because I've been wanting somebody to contact him. He's a local and people trust his opinion. So we will see. Hopefully that will work out.
Exactly, sweet tea, Don B. Don, Candace, go talk to the police. You're not cooperating with the investigation.
Yes, Jane.
Why would you not be cooperating with your daughter's investigation? Exactly. Crickets.
The only way, okay. Does it seem to anyone that the Wells were acting like they were cooperating up until the time the phone records, etc., would have come in?
Yep.
What phone records?
When they were checking their phones and stuff, the first few days, the family, they said they were cooperating, but I think they were cooperating whenever, they were searching around about and stuff. But
Candace didn't talk to the cops the first day. Remember?
Yeah.
That was very suspect and weird.
Yeah,
She wanted to talk to the police.
Yeah.
Well, the female officer threw her up against the car.
Really?
Yes, and said, "What did you do?"
To your daughter? On the same, was it the same night or?
It was the day of the lie detector test.
Mhm.
Before when they threw her back of the car.
Well, I'm like that female officer. I want to know too.
Here's the difference, though, Jam. We would have to worry about you getting arrested.
That's true too. And besides, I'm irrelevant according to people like Daisy.
Yeah.
Is that what she was saying about you?
Oh, I don't know. She said it about. I don't know who she was saying it about. I don't think that was about. But I'm sure she believes that about me. I don't know what she said about me. I couldn't make heads or tails what anybody was saying, and if it was during the argument, I don't know who said what. I put my like my captions on, and all I kept coming up with content and agenda. It was like every other word and hell.
Oh God, that's all she
Hell,
said.
content, and agenda. Those three words were very evident in her vocabulary during that conversation. Other than that,
Jam, just stop. You're just trying to do your agenda. That's all you're trying to do. Stop it now. You're stealing my content. You know you're stealing my content. You like my content. This is your agenda. Now get your agenda
Twisting the
and
words.
get your crap.
I'm on the twisting of the words. I like to twist
Twisting and
it.
turning. You're
Twist
twisting and
it down.
turning. You're twisting and turning my words, Jam, for your agenda.
I have an agenda.
Yeah, I didn't personally hear what happened, but I had heard caught some shorts, and I couldn't make heads or tails of who was saying what. And I had closed captioning on. It was so mixed up; it was horrible.
Yeah,
But
it was really a lot of horribleness.
somebody was saying,
you are too.
Somebody was saying earlier that your name was brought up in there, and I was like, I never heard it. I was like, what happened?
Daisy brings me up every once in a while. I trigger the heck out of that woman. I just, for whatever reason, her and Christine blocked me, and so did Daisy. So I don't even know why they're hearing what I'm saying.
I looked up that public index patty cake, and I think that's for civil cases because nothing's coming up for Fred.
No, it's not.
We're just jealous of Moo, Can, and 555. Yeah.
Stop twisting and turning my words, Ziggy.
And besides, Christine already put that amazing video that really made her. We all know now that because of her two boys, our world is safe. Thank you, guys. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. But and because she can take care of sick people, raise 2 soldiers, build a bridge, make a city, start a church, and still have time to look for summer.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Mother Teresa didn't
Hey,
have
Michelle D.
Mother Teresa didn't have the time to do all that, and she was a saint.
But now Christine is too, don't you understand? That's what 55555 stands for. That's the 5 saints of Christine's world.
Or how about cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get the f over it? How about that?
That is your agenda, Justin. Only yours.
Basham. It's Miss Basham.
She will. I'm sorry, Basham. Excuse me.
Y'all evil snake serpents. You snake serpents.
We are all going to hell because we all don't think Daisy is a good person. Now, please explain that to me, Daisy. Explain to me how I'm going to hell because I don't like you. Now, mind you, I don't hate anyone. So please don't put those words in my head. Do I agree with anything you say? Absolutely nothing. Nothing you say appeals to me in any way.
Hold on, I'm gonna put something in private chat. Hold on.
Sour Cream definitely has her own agenda, and puts forward quite hard.
Hold on, guys. Give me. I'm gonna contact
Don't-
Laura real quick. Will you guys take over for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
And I'll tell you guys what she says.
Okay.
I think you're
No,
right.
she'll
Miss Basham.
Miss Fashion, that was not very nice to have that attitude. That's twisting. And maybe
Twisting
turning.
and turning. Twisting and turning.
Flipping and flopping, flipping and flopping, and twisting and turning.
Like, I didn't say anything for 5s of 10s of days about her on my show. She had to mention it.
Yeah, you know who she won't mention is me. I've actually been on a panel with her one time.
Apparently,
and
Maybe.
she doesn't like what I stand for, but she'll focus on Ziggy. She'll focus on you, Miss Basham, because it's a popularity thing.
yes, she doesn't really focus on me much because I am irrelevant. I'm an irrelevant subscriber to others, not to her. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
I can't subscribe to that. I can't even listen to it. I just listen to the short. And sometimes I just read what they're like, if you read their, what's it called, like the title of their live or their title or something. And then I just make a comment that has to do with the title. Because I know what the rest of it is. It's the
I
same
got blamed for it last night and I was asleep.
Don't you love when you have somebody like that?
What?
So don't you love when you have somebody like that? You'll be
Yes.
guilty of something in your sleep.
120 acres colostrum for all. Colostrum in the morning, colostrum in the evening, colostrum at supper time.
Birdie's Crime
Awesome.
Chat, thank you very much. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving as well.
Daisy needs a union as much. She strikes. Butter biscuit, that's funny. I am guessing maybe C and D are getting nervous and trying to set up Fred. I don't even know if Fred knows what Fred's doing right now, to be quite honest with you. I don't even think he knows what's going on. I woke up to the moo screeching and was fighting mad. I didn't. I woke up in the morning and I was stuffing my turkey, and while I was listening to her, I got the turkey stuffed quick.
I bet you did, because she makes me shaking mad sometimes. Does she do that to you?
No, I don't
shouldn't
let her.
allow that. I don't want to allow. The other day I got shaken mad, and I thought, no, I am not. This is stupid.
I laugh. I laugh. I don't get like that. I don't get
I
like
am
that.
gonna start. I know. I got to get under control, Justin. I mean, Basham. We need a prayer session. Maybe you can help me.
That's right. We'll help you.
I'll come on into the Symbian, and you can just talk to me and talk me through my anger and help me to love again.
Don't stuff the turkey. I stuffed it because I was getting mad, and I was like,
Wasn't shaking. Just
damn
edgy.
turkey, I'm just gonna stuff it instead of moo moo. I'm gonna stuff the turk. So she's
Are
using
you
stuff.
there, RJ?
I'm here.
All right.
I didn't go anywhere.
The moose screeching.
Oh, I could not make heads or tails what those ladies were even saying last night. I mean, they were just going at it. I was trying to hear what Brooks had to say. She sounded like she had some pretty good information, but Daisy wasn't going to let that come out. She wasn't letting nothing come out that wasn't Daisy approved.
When Brooks opens her mouth, she brings it. There's no doubt
I
about
like
that.
Brooks. I like her a lot. I love to be listening in on her live. I love her.
Apparently, Moo Moo is triggered by her.
She's
I
triggered
think
by the truth.
Sour cream is thank you. I was just going to make that exact point. Sour cream is triggered by the truth. If it doesn't
She's got
fit
truth
her
triggers.
narrative, if it doesn't fit her narrative of protecting and promoting the Wells and supporting them financially, then it serves her no purpose.
Now, RJ, you know Donnie he's had it up to here. He's had
He's a man
guys.
of integrity.
Listen, Sunday I talked to Donnie, or no, wait, Saturday, because it was the same. I talked to him, and we talked about the Lord and everything, and little Donnie, I'm telling you, he's just the sweetest little soul.
He just gets mad. He just gets upset with people. People accusing him.
He just gets mad. He gets upset.
It grabs a hold of him, but he's got integrity, unbelievable integrity.
He's got.
I'd like to trigger him a few times so he lets the truth slip out, because that's what happens when he gets triggered. He actually starts to speak the truth. Also, he does that a lot when he takes his little sips of his favorite juice.
120. So what if his favorite color is red and he likes a little spandex? So what? So judgmental. 120.
Walmart, and I'm like, they wouldn't smell the same.
Exactly.
Let's give him a good juice bottle full of his favorite juice, and let's just sit back and watch how, and just trigger him just a little tiny bit, and watch how far he goes off the deep end and starts speaking the truth for once.
Oh, you just have to say the name Mary, and he's triggered, so we're good on that.
Well, the things he has said when he's not been triggered, the things where he's been and what he's done. Oh my God!
He's seen with his own 2 eyes. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I've never seen it, never seen anything like he's talking about ever in my life. Now, I have certainly not lived the life that Don Wells had, and thank God I haven't, and don't know anyone else really who has. But I'm telling you, I think if we took a vote, there wouldn't be very many people who've seen what he's seen.
He just puts his fingers places they don't belong on 5-year.
Well, here's my thought. Okay, here's what I think. Everyone keeps saying, well, you don't know if Don did this. Well, here's the thing. He took showers with his daughter. He slept undressed with his daughter.
Well,
and
Ken said he slept naked the other day. I showed it.
Yeah, I know. What? Candace, you can't twist those. You can't twist those words. Those words are out there now. Thank you. You can't twist them. You can say we twist them, but how you gonna twist that? He don't wear any underwear to bed, sleeping beside his little baby girl. How are you gonna twist that? Please explain, Daisy. Because that one you can't take showers with his children. That bothers me so much. I'm not saying that they're just, I just can't. I can't. I know people take showers with littles, and that's fine. If they don't have a past like he has, and just because he has
I just don't think it's appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. Look,
it's just not appropriate, especially when at their ages that they were.
It's not appropriate. It may be it's appropriate. It would be appropriate if it was mom and daughter, or if it was dad
or a
and
newborn, or a little one. Sometimes when you get in the bath, a baby, and you're holding your baby. And
that was the point I was going.
You got shorts on. You got to have shorts on or something. It's.
Exactly. If you're in the bath and you need to get the baby in the bath, you put a pair of shorts on, or put it in the meantime for the few moments, like a bathing suit, for the
or
few
even a
moments
towel across your lap, a towel, something
Exactly.
across your lap.
Exactly. For the
There
few
should just
moments
not
that
be
it would
skin to
invade
skin
the baby.
touching. That's just it. I mean, just wrong.
Exactly. I was gonna say that I was married.
Well, with newborns, they
My
promote skin to skin for the parents with the mother and the newborn. They want
Yeah,
them to have skin to
yes,
skin.
but
That's it.
but that's on your chest.
right,
hmm And
right,
that's a mother and a newborn
and that's
baby.
the mother and the baby. They need that bonding moment. That baby needs to feel and hear that heartbeat of the mother. It's a comfort to them. That's why they do that for a baby that's just been born.
But a
But
5-year-old in the shower, in the bed, I'm not saying 5-year-olds sleep with their, but not without their clothes on. Ugh.
Exactly, it is what it is, and that's disturbing.
Did Ziggy go far away?
no, she'll be back in a moment. She said she needed just a couple moments. I don't know. We don't know. She didn't go into anything what it was about. But it's you know, if it's a child that's not in school, still in the toddler age, 2 to 3, 4 years old, you know, and you're the same gender as the child, you're teaching that child how to bathe themselves or how to take a shower appropriately, you know, efficiently. That's appropriate. But what they're saying happened with Summer, where there's no shower door, so she can't bathe herself in privacy as she should be able to have.
There's not even a damn wall.
Right. That's my point.
And that's why when Candace acted like she didn't know that Dawn showered with the children and acted so appalled by it, I knew she was lying. How wouldn't you have known? You would have. She knew everything. She knew everything that was going on.
Of course, she's sitting in the living room and she's looking in the bathroom at the same time. I mean, hello.
And she stated herself that she covered for him. What are you covering for him?
Debbie, there was no walls in the bathroom. Nothing. It was a toilet and a shower. And
it wasn't even a half bath. It really wasn't. It was a shower stall that they plumbed a toilet into. There was not even really a sink to wash hands in. They would have to go to the sink in the kitchen. What was supposed to be the kitchen.
Ugh.
Would it even qualify for what a normal house would consider a half bath?
And I mean, you know, for Dawn to put pipes through the ceiling and wire, just literally like on top of this, it's just, he's very talented. Don's good at his craft.
My first husband was great as a gas man. He delivered gas, he hooked up gas furnaces, but dear God, he couldn't do plumbing to save his soul. So there you go. Don should have hired that workout or got one of his buddies at his work. I'm sure there's people that he would see where he worked that would help him have gotten that house to some sort of shape.
Yeah. I got to mute a second.
You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's for $15 or $20 and pick up what is called a wire fishing kit. And it's similar to what a fishing pole is, and on the end it has male and female screw connections.
Or even
it's
conduit.
Very flexible. And all you need is a hole.
Watch a YouTube video to figure out how to do it if you don't already know how.
Right. So I worked as a cable tech. I worked as a cable tech. I was trained as a cable tech when I was living in Massachusetts. You need a hole about 1.5 inches in the wall on each side that you're going to run the wire to, just to give the you can get to get it through, and that's really more or so. So when you have an outlet or a joint box where that wire is going to run to. So it doesn't cost $15 or $20 to be able to go ahead and run those cables, those wires above the ceiling in the ball.
$15 or $20. That's a bottle of R&R there, RJ. Don't get crazy.
And if I'm off on the price, guys, I apologize. My $15 or $20 was back in like early 2000s. Yeah,
Well,
but whistle that wouldn't be a twice the thought, because let's not forget of what happened in Utah. Because you're now talking about the same exact age range of what happened in Utah. So why would Don think anything twice about it? And then on top of that, you have Candace, who's a complete sheep, is not going to go and open her mouth against Don, her beloved hero husband, Don, her Donnie. She's not going to go ahead and question what he's saying and say he's okay.
Remember the very first interview when she made the comment about how he was such a great and thankful for my wonderful husband and Summer's father for being
a
good provider. That was weird. That was so weird to me. Why did you say that? That was weird. Why did you say that? I want to know why that was said, because I wouldn't need convincing if he was. Why was she trying to convince us?
That's it. She was trying to convince us.
I mean, no one really asked her, and she's like, "Oh, thanks to him, it's wonderful."
Hey guys,
man."
sorry.
Welcome back.
It's just way too inappropriate. So much on both sides of the family. I mean, Don and Candace and Pam lived with two of the most violent child offenders that there are.
Right. So
I've never seen so many child offenders around one family. So many in the family.
What would be her great uncle as well is the highest tiered and the only one to be that highly tiered as a SA offender.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, I'm back. What do you guys talk?
All right, what are you doing, Ziggy?
Okay, so I was talking to Laura. Yeah, she was having me. She's needing help with something with her probation, and I was trying to. She couldn't play the clip I sent her, so I'm gonna upload it to a private YouTube video and let her, listen to it. But I tried telling her, and she told me like he is not capable of. She's like, I don't even think he could get mad enough to hurt somebody in that way. So
I don't even think, not even a minute.
Because I asked her seriously. I was like, Laura, please tell me the truth, just between me and you. I won't say anything. But now, since I'll say something because because she said, because she was, and she's kind of upset with him right now too. Okay, because she feels like he only contacts her for money. But anyways,
that's the only time he can contact her, really.
Right, because he doesn't have the money you have to have money to be able to contact him, unless it's an email, and I don't think she emails. I don't know. I would think that they would have had that. I guess they don't just do stuff like that. But I told her about it, and she's like, she said he's not capable of it, and I was like, okay, I just wanted to. Because I asked her, I was like, tell me seriously, do you think he is capable? I've asked her that before, when the cotton stuff came out and the lie detector and stuff. And I asked her again today. And I asked her, I was like, I don't know who, she didn't have any idea either. I just told her, I assume they're talking about Cotton and Summer.
Well, first of all, we don't know. Summer is actually nobody has called this a murder.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So they wouldn't be talking about Summer.
Right.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Unless they're just like messing with him and just saying that, like, I don't know.
I don't think Fred even knows, to be honest, Iggy. I just don't think he knows, like, what's going on.
No,
Respectfully.
But I think Don and Candace definitely.
Well,
yeah.
But that's the truth, though. Is there, it's going back to what I was saying earlier about what Chris McDonough said. There's nothing that has never shown anybody to look away from 110 Ben Hill Road.
Well, except for Daisy and Christine and the gang. They want to look away. Oh, and White Boy, he wants to look away.
How
Yeah, please. They don't even know what anybody means by the 100 block of Ben Hill Road. Of course they're going to look away.
Daisy doesn't know the difference between retinol and what was it? Ritalin, yes.
That seems like, you would think a nurse would know what Ritalin is.
Or erotic and erotic. Erratic and erotic.
Oh gosh. So there was something I was gonna say, but I forgot.
And defamation and defamation. Can we go on and on and on?
That woman would not know the difference between Viagra and naproxen because they're both blue pills.
Hang on. Here, honey, take this Viagra. Well, it didn't do nothing, but it helped my back.
My back never felt better.
Oh my gosh. You don't hate them. You just highly dislike them. Crimes have consequences.
Who's she hating?
How many lawsuits are a direct result of her nursing? I don't know.
Know, right? I just hope I don't want to have to be nursed by her. That's for sure. Because I think all she has is colostrum.
Cal speak retinol equals Ritalin. Yeah.
And what's like inoculation? Or what do you call a shot? I can't think of the name of it. Like when you're getting a shot, not an inoculation. What's the
an immunization?
Yeah, she couldn't say that word either. Well, she couldn't read it. I have to say, Don Wells reads above and beyond Daisy by miles. He can read very well.
I don't think it's reading. It's not her reading. It's just that she can't speak. She doesn't have good grammar. I don't know.
I don't have good. Like I'm not good at written grammar. Is that the word I want to use? Like when I'm writing stuff, or regular grammar.
Oh my gosh! I was reading a comment in the back chat. It was hilarious.
You're welcome.
I like it.
No, I don't want to keep everybody out of the joke. Now that I laughed, can I say it?
Go ahead.
You made it up, not me.
You always kept telling me to go away. You're not the one that wrote it.
I know. I'm just giving you information. I'm going above and beyond Miss Fit Fashion.
It says that. Can I say it?
I had mentioned Mother Teresa earlier. Let's phrase it a little bit here. I had mentioned Mother Teresa earlier because
Arthur's taking part of the blame.
No. Let's set it up correctly. That she was a saint and couldn't accomplish what sour cream claimed she could do in a day. Okay.
Well, her friend.
Right.
Here, I'll put it in chat.
There you go.
It's not that bad, guys, at all.
It's funny. It's really just funny.
It's funny, but you're a bully, Basham.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tiff. Tiff H. Hey, everyone, by the way, I just
I'll
woke up.
put it in private chat again.
Why, Crime, you were in here earlier, weren't you? You haven't wrote it in the chat yet.
Look at the back chat.
I copied it and shit.
Oh my God, what a dork. He wrote it in back chat accidentally instead of the regular chat.
Give us a second. We're a little slow tonight. It's Thanksgiving still.
Well, he did. Yeah, he did say he ate.
My sugar is too high.
Is it in check or is it a little high tonight?
I don't know.
Well,
there you go.
Well, guys, I do have to go. I know. Don't tell me no.
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 Just a preface. I have to get up early, guys. But I'll be on tomorrow for sure. We're gonna have a party this weekend. I'm home alone.
All right, we're gonna hold you to it.
The night is young. It is only midnight.
I know.
Are you gonna turn into a pumpkin, Riggy?
No, I really have to. Usually I wouldn't have to get up early ever, but
Oh no.
about the red truck stuff bothers me so much considering they continue contacting the witnesses.
Is Justin making the goat noise?
What goat noises?
I don't hear any goats.
Yeah, really?
Make it me. I'm an old goat.
Do you get? Yes, I did get in touch with Laura. I talked. What do you mean, Tiff? About which red truck? We probably talked about. I'm trying to remember.
We didn't talk about a red truck tonight.
Now I have people texting me. No.
See, we have control. We are controlling you.
I know. I just have to get up early. I'm one of those. I don't understand. I hate it, but I understand women need more sleep than men. But I have to have it even at 8 hours. No, not 16. But
oh, please.
Are you sure it's not 16?
No, not 16. But 8 hours is not enough. I have to have 9.
They say if you sleep more than 9 hours, it's too much. They say you're not at your optimum over 9 hours. They said 7.5 to 9 hours, and because if you sleep over that, you're going to be tired.
Extra tired.
Is that why? Or maybe sometimes I notice if I sleep too long, it gives me a headache. But when I'm sick and I just sleep and sleep and sleep.
If you're sick, if you're sick and you're sleeping, it's because your body needs that rest to fight off whatever it is. It's a whole different situation. I know myself with the issues I have. It's almost for the amount of you're supposed to sleep for a half an hour for every hour a day that you are awake. So if you sleep for a 16-hour day that you're awake, you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. I know for myself, it's not because I have some issues, health issues. It's almost 1 for 1 because I can't sleep right. So
I need about 4.5 hours.
That would be awesome, Tiff, or Tiff H. I'll be on tomorrow. Meet me here tomorrow.
Is Josh going live?
I'll chat. Gotta work it. It's midnight here already, Slick Black. It's midnight here. I'm on Eastern time. Let's see.
He's on the Lab After Dark if he's on any of them.
Yep.
He's live. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's live right now, actually.
Well, there's some place for us to go, Justin. 'Cause Ziggy's
Oh my
gonna-
gosh, she's been on an hour.
Who?
Wait,
Well, since Ziggy is kicking us out.
he might be ending it now, though. Oh, he's ending
Oh,
it
little
already.
sad.
That's why
Oh.
nobody. I was like, gosh, why is there only 80 people in there? I feel bad. I was like, I need to send everybody over there, but it's because he's already ended it. It's like doing the whole music ending.
Well, we missed
Well,
that.
that means you better stay on.
I never did
Boy,
that.
oh boy, oh boy.
PG's live.
Justin, you can go. Oh, PG's live?
Hold on.
PG's live. Oh,
Cool. So
While
All
you're
right.
looking for another live, if anybody's paying attention
he's
to
been
what's
live
going
over
on,
an hour.
Who, PG?
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
Well, let's
she
go
does
to,
Longwood, so we're good on her.
let's go to PG's.
See you, PG's Basham.
All right. I'll see y'all over there. Good night, Ziggy.
Good night, everybody.
Stop
Happy
twisting and
Thanksgiving.
turning my words.
Or
Stop
happy-
twisting and turning.
And flipping and flopping.
All
Devil.
right.
Your
Yeah,
agenda.
I
I
have
know. I know your agenda. I already know.
And I'm going.
and he left. Have a good night, everybody.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good
Go
night,
to bed.
guys. Night night. We'll see you tomorrow.